Unlike the other strokes, when starting the backstroke race, the swimmer shall line up in the water. The position of the hands and the toes before the start are the responsibility of the starter.
At some competitions, a judge may be assigned to observe the position of the feet. Standing in or on the gutter or curling the toes over the lip of the gutter is not permitted.
After the start or turn, some swimmers may kick out on their side. This is legal as long as the swimmer remains past vertical toward the back for this portion of the race. They can stay submerged for not more than 15 meters. At that point, the head must break the surface of the water. The backstroke is basically as the name implies. The swimmers shall push off on their back and continue swimming on the back throughout the race. Some part of the swimmer must break the surface of the water throughout the race, except after the start and every turn, where the swimmer can be submerged for not more than 15 meters. This swimmer's chin breaks the surface at the 15-meter mark. This is a portion of the head, so this is legal. When observing the swim mechanics of the backstroke, the judges shall observe that the swimmer remains on the back. From the side of the pool, the stroke judge shall observe that the head breaks the surface of the water before or at the 15-meter mark. Some part of the swimmer must then break the surface of the water throughout the race. When turning at the end of each length, some part of the swimmer must touch the wall.
During the turn, the shoulders may be turned past vertical toward the breast, after which a continuous single or double arm pull may be used to initiate the turn. Once the body has left the position on the back, the swimmer shall immediately initiate the turn. The swimmer must return to the position on the back or side past vertical toward the back upon leaving the wall. In plainer language, the swimmer can rotate to their breast and take a single or double arm pull and continue kicking as long as it is part of the execution of the turn.
After a swimmer rotates past vertical toward the breast to turn, they may take one single or double arm pull into the turn. They may not take more, even if they find they are too far from the wall.
This swimmer should be disqualified. Once the hand or hands complete the pull, then the swimmer must execute the turn. The head coming up can be legal as long as it is part of the execution of the turn. This swimmer is legal. The swimmer may kick while turning as long as that kick is part of the execution of the turn. The swimmer may not kick into the wall to make up distance before turning. This is an illegal turn. After turning past vertical toward the breast, the swimmer has to immediately initiate the turn. This swimmer is performing an illegal turn. As it can be a difficult turn to judge, let's look again at some legal and illegal backstroke turns. It is not legal for a swimmer to push off from the wall on the breast and then rotate to the back. This turn is legal as the swimmer immediately executed a turn. This turn is illegal because two single arm pulls are taken into the turn. This turn is illegal because the kicking is to make up distance to the wall and the swimmer did not immediately execute the turn. However, this swimmer's turn is legal because although there is kicking all the way through the turn, the swimmer immediately executed the turn. Like the previous swimmer, this swimmer is turning very slowly. As long as the arm is moving, the turn is being executed. This is a legal turn.
Another form of a legal turn is when the swimmer touches the wall while on their back, then turns in any manner as long as they are at or past vertical toward the back when their feet leave the wall. It is legal when a swimmer begins to rotate past vertical toward the breast, but touches the wall with some part of their body before executing the turn. The swimmer may then turn in any manner as long as they are at or past vertical toward their back when the feet leave the wall. A swimmer may not scull back to the wall if they turn too early and miss touching the wall. The backstroke turn can be a difficult turn to judge. Remember, if you are unsure of the call, the swimmer always gets the benefit of the doubt.
When observing the turn, the judge at the end of the pool should stand over the lane. Once the swimmer passes vertical toward the breast, you should observe that all actions of the swimmer are associated with the execution of the turn. Also observe that the swimmer is past vertical toward the back when leaving the wall. The official should watch the feet leave the wall and then check to see that the swimmer is past vertical toward the back. The key to judging the backstroke turn is to observe the whole body. The arm pull initiates the turn and must be followed by the execution of the turn.
When finishing the backstroke race, the swimmer must touch the wall while on the back. The race is finished when any part of the body touches the wall at the end of the prescribed distance. When observing the swimmer at the finish, make sure they do not completely submerge prior to the touch. As you shift your focus to the touch, do not look back. The race is over. Now that we've gone over the backstroke, let's take a look at the breaststroke.